Growing up, I thought John Ritter was one of the funniest guys on TV. Even though the son of legendary Tex Ritter had been making guest appearances on shows like MASH and The Waltons for a while, it was on Three's Company where I really took notice of his innate talent to be funny, all while still seeming like a run-of-the-mill, everyday, normal, average Joe. You know, the kind of guy that everyone knows. You could see a little bit of you in him, and that made him instantly relatable. At one point, Ritter's Three's Company co-star Don Knotts called him the greatest physical comedian on the planet, and I would have to agree. John managed to fall, tumble, and bang his way into anything to get a laugh. For me, though, it was John's ability to garner a smile instead of a laugh that made him so darn endearing. John's final television series was 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Daughter. It was on the set of that series that he experienced chest pain that was initially misdiagnosed as a heart attack. What Ritter actually had was a tear in his aorta, and once the correct diagnosis was made, doctors rushed him in for emergency surgery, which he unfortunately did not survive.
The sudden and unexpected death last night of television actor John Ritter at the age of 54. Ritter first hit it big in 1970s television sitcom Three's Company, playing a lecherous bachelor living with 2 female roommates. Ritter's sudden death was blamed on a heart condition that is hard to detect, but not as rare as you might think. CBS News medical correspondent Elizabeth Caledon is here with more about it. Elizabeth?
Well, Dan, John Ritter died of something known as aortic dissection, in which the aorta suddenly tears or breaks, causing massive internal bleeding, which can lead to heart attack or stroke. What makes this condition so deadly is it's tough to diagnose and there's very little time to react. The symptoms are chest pain and sometimes back pain, so it's often mistaken for heart attack, even food poisoning.
After John's death, a new set of life-saving reminders became known as the Ritter Rules. They were designed to recognize, treat, and prevent the dangers that come along with these large artery tears that can be so deadly. John once said something like, "I've never considered myself to be a TV star. I'm just the luckiest guy in the world." I would argue, in fact, that we are actually the lucky ones. For decades, we had the pleasure of inviting the warm and funny John Ritter into our homes on a weekly basis. And in him we saw ourselves, albeit a much funnier version of us, and in the end, he made us feel better about the world in which we live. And for that, I will forever be grateful. Alright, that's it. So what was your favorite John Ritter TV show or movie? Let me know in the comments section, and while you're at it, if you enjoyed this video, I'd love a thumbs up. And I would also be honored if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I talk about music, movies, and television, mostly from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.